In 1965, America laughed at a spy who could barely spy. But here is the question that makes this story feel different today. After 60 years, how many familiar faces from Get Smart are still alive? From this core cast, only 2 are still with us. The others left behind Emmy wins, hidden heartbreak, strange second careers, and television memories that still feel warm enough to bring back the old living room. So stay with us until the end, because one of these actors later became a face millions of children saw for 16 years, and many never knew it was him. We begin with Don Adams as Maxwell Smart, Agent 86, the man who turned failure into perfect comedy. Maxwell Smart should have been impossible to love. He was overconfident, underprepared, and usually one mistake away from ruining the mission. But Don Adams played him with such deadly seriousness that every mistake became funnier. The shoe phone, the sliding doors, the cone of silence, and the line "missed it by that much" became part of American television language. Across 5 seasons, Adams made viewers believe that the most confused spy in Washington might still save the day by accident. He won 3 Emmy Awards for the role, but the part also became a trap. After Get Smart, Hollywood often saw only Maxwell Smart, no matter what else he could do. Years later, a new generation discovered that unmistakable voice again through Inspector Gadget. Don Adams passed away in 2005 at age 82. But for anyone who watched those opening doors slide shut behind him, he is still walking down that secret hallway, serious as ever, into one more ridiculous mission. Next comes Barbara Feldon as Agent 99, the woman who made the whole operation smarter. Agent 99 was elegant, calm, and quietly brilliant. She was not just Max's partner. She was often the reason the mission survived at all. That was remarkable in 1965. At a time when many women on television were written as decoration, Agent 99 was capable, intelligent, and professionally sharper than the man standing beside her. The show never had to announce it. Viewers could see it. Barbara Feldon is still alive. She turned 93 in 2026 and has lived a thoughtful, independent life away from the noise of Hollywood. Before Get Smart, she had already won big on the $64,000 question. Later, she became an author, writing about solitude, independence, and living life on your own terms. For many fans, Agent 99 is not just remembered as beautiful. She is remembered as composed, witty, and quietly ahead of her time. She belongs to that graceful television age when one look, one pause, and one soft "Oh, Max" could bring the whole room back. Then we turn to Edward Platt as the chief, the man who gave the madness a foundation. Every great fool needs a serious man beside him, and Edward Platt made Maxwell Smart's chaos believable. His patience, exhaustion, and fatherly authority turned every absurd situation into something that somehow felt official. The cone of silence was supposed to protect top-secret conversations, but it usually made Max and the chief unable to hear each other at all. That joke still works because it captured the entire spirit of Get Smart. Cold War seriousness turned into beautifully controlled nonsense. Before the series, Platt had appeared in major films like Rebel Without a Cause and North by Northwest. He brought dramatic weight to a comedy world, and that weight mattered. Edward Platt passed away in 1974 at only 58. His later years were difficult, but his performance remains one of television's great straight man achievements. He made the silliness stand tall. Then comes Dick Gautier as Jaime the Robot, one of the most surprising fan favorites in the whole show. Here is the unbelievable part. Jaime appeared in only 6 episodes, just 6, yet fans still remember him as if he had been there the entire time. Jaime was a robot who took every command literally. Tell him to kill the lights, and he might actually shoot the lights. Ask him to grab a waiter, and the waiter had reason to worry. Dick Gautier made the character work because he did not overplay the joke. His stillness, deadpan timing, and strange warmth turned a machine into something almost human. Before Jaime, Gautier had already earned a Tony nomination on Broadway for Bye Bye Birdie. Later, he became a familiar voice in animation, including Transformers and G.I. Joe. He passed away in 2017 at age 85, but Jaime proves that screen time is not the same as memory. Sometimes 6 episodes are enough to last forever. If Get Smart was part of your home, which character still makes you smile first? Max, Agent 99, the Chief, or Jaime? Share it in the comments, because one name can bring back the couch, the old television set, and the people who watched beside us. Next is Bernie Kopell as Siegfried, the grand villain of chaos. Siegfried was convinced he was destined for world domination, even though he kept losing to the most confused secret agent in America. Bernie Kopell played that contradiction with total conviction, and that made him hilarious. He was not just a villain. He was a middle manager of evil, full of pride, accent, frustration, and wounded dignity. Every time he appeared, the show gained a different kind of comic energy. Bernie Kopell is still alive. He turned 92 in 2025, and after Get Smart, he found a second television life as Dr. Adam Bricker on The Love Boat, appearing in hundreds of episodes. That is a rare kind of career. One generation knew him from chaos, and another knew him from a cruise ship full of romance, guest stars, and comfort television. From spy spoof villain to beloved TV doctor, Kopell became one of the last living links to the golden age of Get Smart. Then comes David Ketchum as Agent 13, the spy who was always hidden in the worst possible place. Agent 13 could appear in a mailbox, a locker, a vending machine, or even a washing machine. The joke was simple, but it worked because Ketchum made the discomfort feel real. He was over 6 feet tall, which made every hiding place even funnier. The bigger the man, the smaller the space, and the better the joke. But David Ketchum was not only a comic face trapped in a box. He was also a serious television writer, contributing to shows like MASH, MacGyver, and Full House. He passed away in 2025 at age 97, after a life that stretched across nearly the entire history of classic American television. Then we reach a surprise that feels almost too strange to be true. King Moody as Starker. Starker was Siegfried's confused henchman, a man who could misunderstand almost anything and somehow make the scene funnier just by reacting. But after Get Smart, King Moody stepped into another kind of disguise. For 16 years, from 1969 to 1985, he played Ronald McDonald in national commercials. Millions of children saw him as one of the most recognizable commercial characters in America. Without connecting him to the chaos henchman they may have watched on television. That is the magic of old Hollywood and old television. One actor could live in 2 completely different memories, one for sitcom fans and one for children growing up with Saturday morning commercials and cereal bowls on the table. King Moody passed away in 2001 at age 71. but he remains part of a hidden bridge between classic TV comedy and American pop culture. Finally, we close with Victor French as Agent 44. His time on Get Smart was brief, but his television life became much larger. Agent 44 hid in impossible places before Agent 13 made that kind of gag famous. At the time, Hollywood often saw Victor French as a rough face, a man built to play trouble. Then Michael Landon changed the direction of his career. On Little House on the Prairie, French became Isaiah Edwards, a rugged but tender man who reached millions of families. Later on Highway to Heaven, he became part of another beloved chapter of American television. Victor French passed away in 1989 at only 54. His role in Get Smart was small, but his legacy grew far beyond it. He reminds us that some actors begin as a funny face in the background and end up becoming part of someone's childhood heart. So after 60 years, from this core group, Barbara Feldon and Bernie Kopell are still alive. Don Adams, Edward Platt, Dick Gautier, David Ketchum, King Moody, and Victor French have passed on, but that is not the end of the story. The lesson of Get Smart is that laughter can outlive almost everything. It outlives ratings, studio contracts, old television sets, and even the living rooms where we first watched these shows with our parents, siblings, or friends. Time changes the faces, but it does not erase the feeling. The shoe phone still rings in memory. The cone of silence still lowers. Maxwell Smart still misses it by that much. And somewhere in the mind of a generation, Agent 99 is still smiling because she already knew the answer. If this video brought back a memory, tell us who you watched Get Smart with and which cast member surprised you the most. And if you love classic TV, movie stars, and then and now stories from the shows that shaped our lives, visit our channel for more memories worth returning to.